People think I'm joking when I say you're at risk of losing too much weight by following my recommendations. But if you seriously follow my recommendations, you may get down to a weight that you find unfamiliar and people around you find unfamiliar. As a result, they may notice you as a trimmer person and wonder if you've lost your health. Maybe you've developed AIDS or cancer. You become so thin, you've lost 30, 40, 50 pounds. Those people who have an image of you from the past. Change is not something that people enjoy. It's not comfortable. But people who you meet new at your new weight will think you look great. I offer to people weight charts that were developed by Walter Kempner of the rice diet. And those can be found in my November 2015 newsletter. But Walter Kempner put out some weights that may be troubling for some people, but I offer them as reassurance that you're not losing too much weight, because you'll likely reach a weight that Walter Kempner just considers ideal. And these kind of charts maybe make you feel more comfortable. But still, if that's not the case, if you look in the mirror, you're not happy with what you see, you want to put on some pounds, I can do that. I know how to cause you to gain extra body fat. The fat you eat is the fat you wear. Yeah, it's going to go from your fork and spoon right to your hips, your thigh, your abdomen. In fact, it won't even change the chemical structure of the fat. So if you want to wear fish fat, then you eat fish. You want to wear trans fats on your body fat, then you eat Crisco's and margarines, etc. The fat you eat is the fat you wear. Well, how would we do that in a relatively healthy manner? Because you don't want to do it by adding pure oil. That's toxic. Corn oil, safflower oil, canola oil, these things are poisonous in terms of developing cancer, artery disease, diabetes, etc. So how would you do it in a relatively safe way? Well, let's add some healthy, high fat, concentrated, high calorie concentrated foods, whole foods. And those will come in the form of nuts and seeds and avocados. I think adding these will cause you to gain a lot of weight. They're 90% fat. The fat you eat is the fat you wear. The next step would be to add dried fruits. In fact, you were talking about trail mix now, aren't we? Fruits and nuts. And they utilize it as high energy food for a reason. So you've got the fruit, the dried fruit, which is simple sugar, which raises your insulin levels. And you got the fat coming from the nuts and seeds. Insulin stuffs fat into fat cells. So you have an ideal energy bomb for putting fat in your blood fat cells with trail mix. Of course, you want to pick a healthy trail mix. The next step I would take would be to start increasing the number of refined foods in your diet, like breads and bagels, and maybe pasta, except pasta is not as quite as calorie sufficient as, say, breads and bagels, because pasta is mixed up with water. So it kind of reduces the calorie concentration. So with those additions with nuts and seeds and avocados and dried fruits and a few refined foods, you can make a really healthy diet that'll cause you to gain that extra few pounds that'll make you more comfortable. Look in the mirror. Do you like what you see? If you don't, you just change the balance of the food, and it's easy to change your personal appearance. I'm Dr. John McDougall. Thank you for listening.